Hello, everyone. Welcome to Food for Thought, an Asian Pacific American publishing showcase. We're so excited to have you here today to join us. Of course, this event is featuring the amazing students in the UCLA Asian American Studies Department class, Asian American Publishing with Kaya Press.
And it basically just features the work of Asian American writers like who are writing about supermarkets. For me, like I grew up going to supermarkets. Supermarkets is like a super mundane thing. Everyone knows like their supermarket, like their local most frequented supermarket by the back of their hand. And like one thing that I really like to focus on in like work is like the mundanity of life. I truly think and I truly believe that Asian American representation, and honestly representation for all BIPOC people or all like underrepresented minorities, will be complete if we can see a like BIPOC family eating dinner in on the television, going to supermarkets and doing all these ordinary things. And we don't even think twice about their race, and we don't even think twice about why they are on that screen.
The guitar screaming in my hands has always been my only plan for getting out of this town in a sweet suburban death. But I stumbled around in the dark of introspection's lonely park and found you there on holiday with warmth in your laugh. Oh baby, it's about dinner time. Let's go out to the Korean store and hold hands in line. Coming here used to be a drag. I'd see the boys and girls playing the parts that I dreamt for us in love in a perfect world. My cold hands would reach for bags of noodles cloaked in MSG, and I'd try to ignore the reminders that I couldn't help but see. But oh baby, now you're here with me. No makeup at the Korean store picking out kimchi. Now we're home and Enka plays on the phonograph. We cook and dance and tell rude jokes and all we do is laugh. In a moment of silence, I catch my breath and reflect on our day. You smile the way you do at me. I never thought it'd be this way. Oh baby, you've changed everything. Late night runs to the Korean store with you set me free.
My publication is titled Nganglam, Flavors of Home. And this is a newsletter dedicated to highlighting the stories and narratives of undergraduate students from the Vietnamese American community. So my vision for this publication was to help undergraduate students from the Vietnamese community help reclaim their identity through Vietnamese cuisine. And this publication is really just to show our love and appreciation to our parents and families during these distressing times.
So just to introduce the publication, it's titled Asian American Comfort Food for Hateful Times. And much like all the other people who've done food publications so far, I just was so stressed out by the Asian American hate crimes that have come up since COVID. But of course, we all know as Asians that COVID has just exacerbated them and made them more public. But these microaggressions and hate has always been there. And I personally feel that Asians do comfort food on a different level. Big pots of soup, ramen, noodles, and everything. I can't think of anything better. So I just wanted to play off of that idea and look at the foods that in hateful times like the one we're living in right now, what we as Asian Americans can turn to for comfort in the kitchen at home with our family, where we feel the safest.
I created this scene called Chrysanthemum, and my goal with this project was to create a collection of like written and drawn responses about the like Asian American experience during the pandemic. And just because like the rise in violence against like Asian communities, I really wanted to create a piece that kind of represented the strength of our communities as a whole. The first question that I asked was, how has this hyper-politicization of Asian Americans impacted or influenced your self-perception? And this response is actually from my sister. And she wrote, the hyper-politicization of Asian Americans during this time has increased my awareness of being an Asian American and has also revealed a deeper connection to my fellow Asians than I realized I had. I feel like I share in their hurt and identify with them more than before. I see this as a significant change, especially because I'm half Asian, and my Asian identity has not really played a large role in my identity or experiences, other than in this period of racial politicization with the recent rise in hate crimes.
For my project, it's called Felicity, and it's a zine focused on happy poetry, and I really thought that as we come out of this year in which we have all been kind of stuck inside and it felt so negative, that hopefully we're going into, a new season that's just a little bit more hopeful, and I really wanted to reflect that